大家好，我是今年的8年级的中文老师，我叫安老师。Hello everyone and welcome to the Chinese Language Arts 8th grade course presentation. My name is Miss Kubasek and I will be co-teaching this course this year with Miss Yang as well, otherwise known as An 老师 or Yang 老师. So again, this course will be co-taught by myself and Yang 老师. So really, you got two teachers with two sets of expertise and pretty much combining the best of both worlds. So you have Yang Laoshi, who's a native Chinese speaker who has a wide breadth of experience in teaching and Chinese language acquisition. And then there is myself, who, like your children, have learned Chinese or as a second language. So I have that expertise and experience of being a second language acquisition learner. So quickly about myself, I've taught for more than 10 years in a wide breadth of different teaching arenas. I've taught all different levels and multiple different disciplines. My last teaching experience was in New Jersey. I taught at a New Jersey high school for the past 4 years, Chinese 1, 2, 3, and 4. Before that, I was getting my graduate degree in Chinese literature and cultural history from the University of Madison, Wisconsin. And while I was there, I taught continuing education department. I taught in the continuing education department. I taught Chinese. So I also have two children who are in the immersion program at Scenic Heights. And while I studied Chinese in a university in the States, graduate and undergraduate program, I also lived in China for 6 years and did marry a Chinese who helps me out with my Chinese every once in a while. And so we do have a bilingual home, and we do speak Chinese at home. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about Yang Laoshi, or Krista Yang. She comes from the southwest province of Yunnan in China. This province is well known and popular for one of the more well-touristed cities called Kunming, or really a backpacker haven, I think. Another more famous tidbit of that province is that it is home to the majority of the 56 minorities that live in China. Kristen majored in English at the Normal University in Yunnan, and this is going on her second year of teaching Chinese here at Minnetonka Middle School West. So Krista is a Confucius Institute and University of Minnesota Chinese teacher, as well as a Yunnan Jiao Tong college English teacher. So again, she has a wide breadth of second language acquisition expertise. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the classroom rules and procedures that Yang Laoshi and I will have in our classroom. So one of the main points I want to speak about today is speaking Chinese. That is one of the most important parts of our language course curriculum, is that communication is very important, and for us to have that clear communication, we really are sticking to the immersion classroom environment. So if you look at our grading, again, it's along with the rest of the 7th and 8th grade, it's formative assessments are 20% and summative assessments are 80%. So our formative assessments is our homework and our practices we're going to be doing inside classrooms. Our summative assessments is our test. And our classroom participation, that is just the oral portion, but as well as projects and presentations. Now, a lot of the information you're going to find on Schoology. You're going to get daily updates on what we did that day in class. You're going to get a homework assignments. We're going to post them there in class. I post them there in Schoology. And any type of resources that you need to find out about, that is going to be on Schoology for you as well. On the first day of class, we are going to make sure they go home with a list of more detailed language procedures and classroom procedures, so you as a parent have an idea of how to guide them and help them. You're also going to go through these classroom rules and procedures with them. I have 2 copies, one in English for you and one for your child in Chinese, so if ever they need to reference both, we have them there. So for classroom content, we have a heavy course load. So we really want students to be prepared to learn. We're going to be looking at 20 to 30 new vocabulary words in a 3-week period, and even 10 to 25 or more recognition words in a 3-week period. And really what the main difference between these two are is that 20 to 30 words you're going to learn not only how to read it and write it, but you're going to learn how to correctly use it. While recognition words, maybe you quite understand it within context, but would not necessarily be able to use that. So it's a lot of vocabulary words to cover. Each 3-week period will also have a text to cover with these vocabularies using, so you can see the context, along with the chapter test. So our homework load is going to be 3 to 4 assignments a week with 1 to 2 projects a quarter. Beyond that, during the weekend, we also have videos for students to watch and answer questions to, so they have that primary source in Chinese. Now, I definitely stole this from Lulu Lao Shi, but I really do believe it sums up our teaching philosophy as well, is that it does take a village to raise a child. So it's not just me or Yang Lao Shi, but it's, all the other teachers around us, their community, their parents, you guys out there. So I think we want to keep this in mind, that it's just not us, but it's everyone involved in their lives. So having said that, please feel free to contact us, reach out to us anytime, and we'll be here. Thanks so much. Bye.